Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. In order to carry a positive action, we must develop here a positive vision. Old friends pass away, new friends appear. It is just like the days. An old day passes, a new day arrives. The important thing is to make it meaningful, a meaningful friend, or a meaningful day. My religion is very simple. My religion is kindness. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. I find hope in the darkest of days, and focus in the brightest. I do not judge the universe. If you can, help others. If you cannot do that, at least do not harm them. When you practice gratefulness, there is a sense of respect toward others. Look at situations from all angles, and you will become more open. When you are discontent, you always want more, more, more. Your desire can never be satisfied. But when you practice contentment, you can say to yourself, "Oh yes, I already have everything that I really need." We can live without religion and meditation, but we cannot survive without human affection. Home is where you feel at home and are treated well. Appearance is something absolute, but reality is not that way. Everything is interdependent, not absolute. So that view is very helpful to maintain a peace of mind, because the main destroyer of a peaceful mind is anger. There is no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophies. My brain and my heart are my temples. My philosophy is kindness. In order to become prosperous, a person must initially work very hard, so he or she has to sacrifice a lot of leisure time. More compassionate mind, more sense of concern for others' well-being, is source of happiness. Because of lack of moral principle, human life becomes worthless. Moral principle, truthfulness, is a key factor. If we lose that, then there is no future. All religions try to benefit people, with the same basic message of the need for love and compassion, for justice and honesty, for contentment. We all have to live together, so we might as well live together happily. Out of 6 billion humans, the troublemakers are just a handful. The basic Buddhists stand on the question of equality between the genders is age-old. At the highest tantric levels, at the highest esoteric level, you must respect women, every woman. World belongs to humanity, not this leader, that leader, or that king or prince or religious leader. World belongs to humanity. I have always had this view about the modern education system. We pay attention to brain development, but the development of warm-heartedness we take for granted. I think technology really increased human ability. But technology cannot produce compassion. If you have a particular faith or religion, that is good. But you can survive without it. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. Calm mind brings inner strength and self-confidence, so that's very important for good health. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. This is my simple religion. There is no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophy. Our own brain, our own heart is our temple, the philosophy is kindness. We can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves. Sleep is the best meditation. It is very important to generate a good attitude, a good heart, as much as possible. From this, happiness in both the short term and the long term for both yourself and others will come. Too much self-centered attitude, brings, isolation. Result, loneliness, fear, anger. The extreme self-centered attitude is the source of suffering. A lack of transparency results in distrust and a deep sense of insecurity. In the practice of tolerance, one's enemy is the best teacher. The best way to resolve any problem in the human world is for all sides to sit down and talk. With realization of one's own potential and self-confidence in one's ability, one can build a better world. Where ignorance is our master, there is no possibility of real peace. Sometimes one creates a dynamic impression by saying something, and sometimes one creates as significant an impression by remaining silent. The ultimate authority must always rest with the individual's own reason and critical analysis. My faith helps me overcome such negative emotions and find my equilibrium. Open-minded people tend to be interested in Buddhism because Buddha urged people to investigate things, he didn't just command them to believe. Even an animal, if you show genuine affection, gradually trust develops. If you always showing bad face and beating, how can you develop friendship? It is necessary to help others, not only in our prayers, but in our daily lives. If we find we cannot help others, the least we can do is to desist from harming them. Whether one believes in a religion or not, and whether one believes in rebirth or not, there isn't anyone who doesn't appreciate kindness and compassion. Generally speaking, if a human being never shows anger, then I think something's wrong. He's not right in the brain. The important thing is that men should have a purpose in life. It should be something useful, something good. Appearance is something absolute, but reality is not that way. Everything is interdependent, not absolute. Today, more than ever before, life must be characterized by a sense of universal responsibility, not only nation to nation and human to human, but also human to other forms of life. Whether you call it Buddhism or another religion, self-discipline, that's important. Self-discipline with awareness of consequences. Disagreement is something normal. Death means change our clothes. Clothes become old, then time to come change. So this body become old, and then time come, take young body. Logically, harmony must come from the heart. Harmony very much based on trust. As soon as use force, creates fear. Fear and trust cannot go together. Even when we have physical hardships, we can be very happy. I think the self-burning itself on practice of non-violence. These people, you see, they easily use bomb explosive, more casualty people. But they didn't do that. Only sacrifice their own life. So this also is part of practice of non-violence. I am sometimes sad when I hear the personal stories of Tibetan refugees who have been tortured or beaten. Some irritation, some anger comes. But it never lasts long. I always try to think at a deeper level, to find ways to console. I always tell people that religious institutions and political institutions should be separate. So while I'm telling people this, I myself continue with them combined. Hypocrisy. I describe myself as a simple Buddhist monk. No more, no less. Computers make me totally blank out. My main concern is meeting with public because my main commitment, main interest is promotion of human value, human affection, compassion and religious harmony. Even when a person has all of life's comforts, good food, good shelter, a companion, he or she can still become unhappy when encountering a tragic situation. Some scientists believe climate change is the cause of unprecedented melting of the North Pole, and that affects these very uncertain weather patterns. I think we should listen to those scientists and experts. I think there's every reason this 21st century will be much happier. If some people have the belief or view that the Dalai Lama has some miracle power, that's totally nonsense. My desire to devolve authority has nothing to do with the wish to shirk responsibility. As long as I am alive, I am fully committed to amity between Tibetans and Chinese. Otherwise there's no use. Number of people have said to me, after hearing your thinking, their mind becomes much more happier. I always believe the rule by king or official leader is outdated. Now we must catch up with the modern world. Wherever I go meeting the public, spreading a message of human values, spreading a message of harmony, is the most important thing. If you have religious faith, very good, you can add on secular ethics, then religious belief, add on it, very good. But even those people who have no interest about religion, okay, it's not religion, but you can train through education. In most cases, my visits to the West are for promotion of human values and religious harmony. Of course, when I say that human nature is gentleness, it is not 100% so. Every human being has that nature, but there are many people acting against their nature, being false. Today different ethnic groups and different nations come together due to common sense. Conversion is not my intention. Changing religion is not easy. You may develop some kind of confusion or difficulties. My main hope is eventually, in modern education field, introduce education about warm-heartedness, not based on religion, but based on common experience and a common sort of sense, and then scientific finding. Some mischievous people always there. Last several thousand years, always there. In future, also. It is difficult to violently suppress people in the long run, as the example of the Soviet Union and the Eastern European countries has shown. There are techniques of Buddhism, such as meditation, that anyone can adopt. At the beginning when the child is coming, people worry the child may be deformed. When a healthy boy or child comes, people are very happy for a short moment. I consider myself as a free spokesman for the people. I always say that people should not rush to change religions. There is real value in finding the spiritual resources you need in your home religion. I don't think generally politicians come from democratic country. I think not that thinking. But sometimes little bit short-sighted. They are mainly looking for their next vote. My aim is to create a happy society with genuine friendship. Friendship between Tibetan and Chinese peoples is very essential.